Hey guys, Lunacid here, back with our blind playthrough of Lunacid. Lunacid Tears of the Moon. With me today is Manny for now. He's right there. Right under my armpit. Jack was here a minute ago, but I'm sure he'll be back. Alright, so last time we explored the Forbidden Temple. We drank the cranial juice of some sacrifices, I think. And, and got a couple of those weird symbols, but we're missing a third. And the third will let us get into the Hall of the Goddess, I think. So for a second, I was like, can you soft lock yourself? But no, even if you put one... Even if you put the first one you get into the Hall of the Goddess and you're still missing the two, then presumably the other one's out there. And then either way, you'll be able to put it into either the tunnels where you get the other one or the Hall of the Goddess where... Well, hang on. Well, in that case, maybe it doesn't even matter. I don't remember if there was anything significant. Was there any treasure or anything in the non-Hall of the Goddess place? I don't know. Alright, so back to the Road of Ruin, and then this time into the ruins of Scawl. Crawl? Car? I don't remember what it was. Just gotta be careful with your running, because you definitely don't want to fall off the ledge, which I assume you can do. And we're going to be careful here, too. I don't know if you can run off the edge. Okay, cool. Let's see about the spell we have. I assume it's not going to be super effective because it's slash. Okay, let's switch to... There you go. Try it twice. If it doesn't kill him, do something else. You know. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a little down. Oh. Oh, it's... Awesome. You know, and while we're... Oh, there we go. I was like, oh, nothing, huh? But no, you got some 5. I wondered if he was still gonna... You can't even see it. Oh, good. Awesome. So it's got a big hitbox. I wonder if we're gonna fight the Griffin again. If we do, we'll have to use the wind one because it's got slash and stuff. All right. Do I say yes. Let's keep going. We'll kill all these dudes because you know, I want as much experience as we can get. I want to be as strong as we can get. I still feel like, you know, you do the wrong thing, you can get yourself killed. And I honestly don't know how far we have to go. I'd like to finish the game today. It's just like it keeps going, you know? Which I think is fantastic, honestly. But, because, I mean, this, Kira, I guess, was gonna release this as a full game for money, right? So... It was really interesting. Just before this, talking about the AI thing again, I was, I basically had to stop playing Neo last night for a bit. I've taken breaks from it before and played other games, but now that I'm getting towards the end, I'm just like, I'm ready for this one to be over, you know? And so every loss feels that much more painful, so to speak. But, I kind of admire the game for still, like, I'm, you know, what, 3 missions away from finishing it or something like that, 3 main missions, and they're still introducing new enemies. They're, you know, they're constantly changing up the level structures. So it's like there's, you know, if you love challenge, it's definitely a game to look at. But, yeah, so I told, because the AI is like, I mentioned Rain World, and it's like, oh, if you want more games like Rain World, because it's one of my joy pillars. And I was like, but I have to clarify, because like the respect thing, it's draining. You know, I can only do short things. It's really tiring sometimes. And it's like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Here's why. And it lists like kind of all the psychology basically behind it. And it's like, one of the things it mentioned was when it was like some of the different aspects. It's like when some energy draining stuff bonds with some energy giving stuff, when it like mixes properly. I'm misinterpreting what it's saying probably. I got to read it again, but it was basically like, you know, you feel it becomes respect plus the joy becomes like deep love when it's done properly. And it mentioned Subnautica and Ast Libra specifically, and I was like, explain why. And it's like, well, because of the like with Subnautica, it's like it terrifies you. At least this is my interpretation of what it was saying. Like it terrifies you, but then you overcome the world, and eventually that the knowledge and the respect that you've gained for it soothes you, and that's where the love comes from. And I'm like, that's really insightful, like really insightful. That's why I love talking to this thing, even though sometimes it terrifies me, you know? Man, I need coffee. I need the coffee. Dungeon of Scawl. Not what I expected. Like some sleazy disco or sleazy bar. Okay, let's pull up the... Oh, yeah. That's a proper dungeon. Alright. So there we are, kind of in the middle. Now the question becomes, are there gates or other things? Castle Scawl. Yeah, I would say almost certainly, because, so if you look at the upper right, the northeast, that whole section is closed off except for one gate from the room on the mid-east. So, oh, here we go. This music is very, like, old school zombies. Like, it reminds me of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Interesting. Okay, well let's see. Let's see how this thing goes. We'll keep the regular magic for now. Oh, that's gotta be a statue though. Okay. I wanted to use the, shoot the magic at it just in case. Wow, very atmospheric. All the others were more well lit. Alright, so where to first? Alright, so we're here. I guess to the east. Right? And maybe the south from here as well, because that, I don't know where that goes. That could go somewhere else, actually. Right? This door could go to a stairway or something. Oh no, it's blocked off. Okay, cool. Locked. Understandable, I suppose. Well then, let's do this way. Okay. Man, they're really... Like, this is almost final dungeon tier, right? Oh. Okay, well, that explains this, because this is a one-way. I mean, unless there's something behind this. Okay, we are here. Okay, see, this actually makes sense, right? Because, oh, I bet those little... So just to the east or to the right of us, the passageway is marked by these little, like, it looks like teeth on the top and bottom, right? You can see it. It's a little hard, but just to the west of us, there's another one. And I bet that's elevated platforms, right? Or a change in elevation. So seems like the way to get back here is we're going to come from that direction, which means, well, we probably either from the starting room take the southwest exit, right? Go there into the big, like, the big room at the bottom left, and then follow that to the right or east, if you will, all the way around, and then loop around to where we are. If that's possible. We'll see. I expect this to be a little bit linear, actually. So that's okay. We'll figure out the way to go, and then we'll go there. Oh, you can click on things from farther back. Alright, so in that case, I do want to see this one. I want to see if it leads to another door like that. The fact that we haven't heard any enemies yet, it does. Okay. Alright, I'm not even gonna explore too heavily. I mean, it'd be nice to get... What was the stuff that's even higher tier than steel? It would be nice to get that stuff. Okay, so we can go this way. You think this is locked? It is. Alright, yep. That leaves just this door. Okay, more skeletons. I see one, and I hear more. There we go. Okay. All right. Awesome. I was hoping we could one-shot it. All right. Awesome. Skeletons. There we go. All right, so we got something off in the corner. What is this? It's like a chain? It's really weird. I thought it was oh, it's probably actually supposed to be one of these. Yeah, it's probably that knocked over, but I thought it was like I thought it was like gonna pull the wall down or something. You know, like a trap. Okay, so that door was locked. Aha! There's another one behind him. I notice it takes a second for the money to show up as well. No money that time, that's strange. It's okay, though. Oof, I'm burping a lot, sorry. Alright, pull out the map. Okay, where are we here? Right, so we went to the other one. Couldn't do it. Makes sense. Because we're going this way first. So this is pretty I don't know what this is. Just a window, I suppose. Oh, what's a skeleton? But sorry, a dead body, I guess. Uh-huh. Saw another one over there. Interesting. I bet that's a mage. Yes, it is. I'm like, I wonder if that's a spell. Oh, see, it is. It was casting spells at us. Wow, that's from a distance. Oh man, but giant rock wins the day. Level increase. See, that's why I do it. But those dudes, pretty dangerous, right? If you're talking like... Oh, let's check our level. 188, 127. So MP went up by 10 now, right? Because it was 117. So, alright, that's cool. We'll just fill up. Man, it is so dark. Jasmine tea. Well, jasmine tea will either heal... let's see, chamomile tea healed magic, right? So it either heals health or... Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, it sounded like someone was shooting rocks, and it's like, yes, indeed. Okay. So to be fair, it only did 5, so that's good, right? Only 5 damage. But they're pretty aggressive. Like, they see you from a real distance. And there's another one. There's a... You know, it's interesting too, right? Because I think at this point, what would my strongest weapon have been? Also, there's still a couple bottles of sand that I would need, I think. Okay, so we're here. Ah, man. Okay. Broken axe, and a dead guy? Is this a dead? I think this is a dead guy. Or... Okay, health vial. So, seems to be dead. What about this one, though? Strange. Hitboxes are off. Or whatever, right? Because dude's dead, but it's triggering me trying to search the body is opening the door. Where is he? The other side of the wall, I guess. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's above us. So the map doesn't make room for other elevations. Which I knew, it's just a flat. It flattens everything. So what looks like up is not... It is another path, but it's like vertically higher. Oh, this one's faster. Yeah. Oh. Is 2 enough? Looks like no. Okay, 3 is... Hello. What is this? Shard of Moonlight 2. It's a piece of the sword. Wow, okay. And that's another fallen sconce. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to find the other 4 pieces in here. Okay. Jasmine tea. I mean, you know, I'm sure it's good, but... Lyrian dagger. Yeah, Morningstar. How does that even work? Like, that's the best... Blade of Waste is... Well... Yeah, it's way better. Unless, are we gonna find some Amazeball's sword down here? Hang on. That was not the right one. Although, let's save, yeah. We'll save in... number 2. Ah, we won't be able to go north, I would wager. But we'll try. Okay, if we can, then yeah, let's do that first, rather than Actually, that bears the question then. I bet this is locked. Yeah. Yep, okay. Being taken on a tour. What about you? Also locked. Yep. Different doors, right? It looks different. Dude. Okay. It's more visible on your guys than it is on mine, I think. Because it is freaking dark. What is this? Okay. A book? For ages I've wandered my own labyrinthine kingdom, for I am the last sane one allowed to wander it, so I must be its ruler. Our stock is strange. It seems this prison was once a chamber for a great magician of sorts. Our chief treasure, a simple stone coffin. During my dozing rest, I sometimes hear beckoning coming from that coffin. A sense of dread overwhelms me as I approach it. Okay. Well, I'm sure we're gonna have to open it if it's not already open. Okay. Yeah, see, the door is kind of like shaded, so you can't go that way. So that makes this almost a totally straight shot. There's a room on the side in this next room, but aside from that, and, you know, another alcove where we're gonna come back, but alright, cool. Woof. Alright. Sounds like there's more, though. Yep. Okay. Alright, that's the room. We'll check that out right now, basically. The lighting is good. The lighting is really interesting. Okay, well. It hit it. So is it a mimic? I mean, it probably won't kill us, but... Crescent axe. Wow, it's so big. I don't know how you test for mimics. It's funny because I still laugh at the one, like, I think the first area in Dark Souls 3, I went down this ladder, I turned around, I saw a chest, I'm like, it's a mimic. And this one guy that was just on me, like one commenter, really strange, probably autistic, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way, but that's the only way I can think of to explain the like semi-obsession and lack of social skills and all that, because he made multiple accounts, and he was just like so coming at me so hard, and this was at the beginning, so I was like, oh, haha, you got me, you know, I'm like playing along, and now I'm just like, if you want to be an asshole, I'm gonna be like, look, you're a piece of shit, go away. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just like, I don't say it like that, but I'm just like, you know, people try and pull shit, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm like, look at this bullshit that you're pulling, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not, I'm not like, what's the word? Not I guess kind of submissive, you know? Cause like, yeah. But, yeah, I saw the mimic, and I could tell, because somehow it just, like, the lighting on it was off. The lighting in the area, like, it didn't match. And so I was like, oh, it's a mimic, right? Because it's like an older older games, like they have the pre-rendered backgrounds, but one section is slightly different because it moves or whatever, right? You know, it doesn't match, and so your brain notices it right away, and you're like, oh, that's the fake wall. But he's like, there's no way you'd be able to tell, and it's like, you just got to look at it, you know. But yeah, it's fine. Learned, and then, you know, he tried to, like, gaslight me too and stuff because they have developer messages. He's like, there's no way, that was not a developer message, and I'm like, it literally is. But yeah, he was just strange. Still, you know, you learn. Fuck, it's dark. Oh, we got a wizard. I don't know how far this rock thing goes, but far enough. Windows. Interesting. Yeah, learned a lot though, and I should have known. 1282, length 200, so it's long. I bet you can hit things from far, far away. But yeah, I should have learned, like, right from the beginning, because he's like, you're good, I will help you get popular, or whatever, and I'm just like, like, that's not how that works. You can't just tell people what to do and they become popular. Even there's people that are, like, seriously, the people that are popular these days are, it sounds shitty to say, they're mid. They're very mid. The people that are actually really good are generally not popular. That's, I don't know why. Maybe it's because people don't like anyone to do better than them. You know, you could do a little better, but not like a lot better. So the ones that they like are, you know, they're not the best. I don't know. Because that's the thing about doing this. Anyone can do it. The barrier to entry is 0. But competition's fierce. All right. Let's just check our map real fast. Okay, yeah. So we still didn't get... Oh, whoa, what is... Hello. Interesting. Careful. Traps and such. I mean, that one at least, it probably hurts you if you walk directly on it. Oh, there's another one. They're actually pretty hard to see. Not just because of the dark, but because of the... There's another one, which... You know, the light should... Oh, see, that's actually really... You can see it way better in here. But yeah, the auto regen magic and the hey guy. Now thankfully they're probably really slow. Awesome. Another piece of the sword. Maybe there's something. Oh, and a key, I bet. Stone key. Was this dude supposed to be in here? He just wandered out. You know, I really want to know if, if these guys are Kingsfield guys. Yeah, we want to go south. And then west. We should be able to go west. We'll have to check out... We don't want to go back immediately. There's like that little space kind of south. Little room that we got to check out. Okay. Hey, buddy. Yay. Yeah, that's the thing about, you know, sort of low poly stuff like this, is it's easier to make it really, really nice looking, you know? Or what I mean is, it's easier to make it, better lit, I guess. Okay, we'll check all the... Check all the things first, like this. Crystal shard. Should have used it, I guess, dude. I mean, so that's interesting, right? For him to... all the... Whenever you see adventures like that, like, first off, the torches. They're lit. Okay? Granted, magic. You know, this is a game in which the torches could be eternally lit. That would be fine. Oh, did I not even notice that path? Strange. But, you know, like Skyrim and stuff. Okay, this is probably something. Maybe. Maybe not. Disappointing. Maybe, maybe that one shard of the Moonlight Sword is the only one we're gonna get in here. It did say there was one here. I don't know where... Wait. Let's go this way first. Because I don't think this... Wait, what the heck? I might be losing my mind here. Okay, it's a section not on the map. Alright. I bet it goes to a hidden wall. Well, we'll find that out in a minute. Oh. Alright then. Well, we'll worry about that in a minute because I want to go... I want to see what's in the other spot. Oh, yeah, right, I totally... That is something. Looks like a dude. dead adventure. Silver gauntlets. Okay, yeah. And then this drops us right back there. Okay, a little bit better, a little bit lighter, and instead of flame, wind and holy, which, definitely. Okay, store the steel gauntlets. All right. All right. All right, so let's go back, and then we'll see if we can open that door. Assuming I can fall off here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I realize, you know, we don't have to, but may as well. This is not going to take the stone key. Or it does. Okay. I was like, the door is all wrong. There's no way this will work. Okay, so what the hell's in here? Silver breastplate. Awesome. Ah, there you go. A little bit better physical, and then sacrificing flame for wind and holy. I'm trying to think, were there enemies that were casting fire spells at us? I don't know, but now it's like the mages are casting tornado. So silver, still steel, aramite, which is, I wonder if we're gonna get silver feet, and then in whatever the final area is, maybe aramite stuff. And still, just the kite shield. Strange, right? Well, and very little as far as accessories. Very, very few. Right, there's this one. There's the Ring of Fog, which I think is just a quest accessory. Probably doesn't actually do anything else. And then the royal thing, which you don't even need to have equipped, that lets you open those things. So, all right, let's go here, and then good to see that guy is still looking the same direction. And then I think, because that's the way we went, or Right, so now the question is, because we originally went south from here, and then we couldn't go west because that door was locked, but I bet the key will unlock that one. Now the question is, will it unlock the one, this one, directly in front of us? It should, right? Interesting. I say interesting because I don't expect that the same key will give us access to both. That's just odd to me. Right? But clearly either way we go, it'll be all right. You know what I mean? Because the goal is whether we take the path straight west or go south and then west, it all loops around to the weird long rooms with all the little lumps coming off of them. And then you follow that around to another weird long room with a bunch of lumps, and then a room to the west. And then after that, you go back to the other weird lumpy long hallway, and then that goes down. And then strangely, there's a little alcove. Maybe that's significant, maybe not. Just where all the three little alcoves meet. It looks like maybe there's a room right there, but maybe not. Who knows? Actually, it might be like, if there's a room right there, it's probably not coming off from the alcoves. It's probably coming off from the wall. Like, wherever that hidden room would be, it's probably to the west. Like, where the passageway goes down, it's probably on that wall. Anyway. And then another room, and then you leave that door, and then you go back to basically the beginning. So we're probably going to find... Probably the last thing we're going to get is the symbol of Grok whatever. So we can get into the Hall of the Goddess. And then... What else would there be in here? Could be a bottle of sand. Could be... I mean, I would hope another shard of moonlight, but something tells me no. The way that they've said it so far is... Like, it divided the thing into 5, and then, you know, the lost castle of Scawl has one of them. You know. We've only found 2 so far, which is crazy. Anyway, all right, let's stop here. How much experience do I have? 6,600. What do I need for my next level? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really do appreciate it. Really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. As always, guys, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent, let me hear them. I do read all of them. I do try and respond to all of them as well. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I'm going to say the AI thing again. Like I said, it's really insightful. I'm going to be honest, I don't think most people are going to get that out of it. Because it's very much like a digital assistant. You know, you ask it something and then it's like, would you like me to do this? Because it's always trying to keep the conversation going, right? And so it tries to assist you with whatever it thinks you're trying to do, right? So, and it always ends whatever it says with a question. So, you know, but I'm just like feeding it stuff. I'm like, why don't I like this game? Why don't I like this game more than I do? Right? Very, very interesting. So, and I've thought about this stuff myself a lot. So what it says kind of lines up with that. So it's neat. It's neat. Yeah, I paid for a month. It might be worth paying for another month. We'll see. Still have, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Anyway, so that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. Hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.